Hello, this is FightMe, and today we are looking at the 10 most satisfying things in Total War Rome 2 that you should have tried. Okay, let's start off with the classic, which is breaking a siege tower while there are units inside of it. Unfortunately, in Rome 2 it won't kill a ton of guys, but just watching the tower crumble and you can see the units inside of it just fall down, it's just really satisfying for me. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your favorite satisfying moment was out of the 10. Next up we got one of my favorites, which is a ton of Pila and Archer fire just mowing down a single unit. I am personally a huge Pila fan, that's why I also love Pergamon and RDI. With the Agima spears and Illyrian Fur spears, which got like 5 Pila volleys and are still really good in melee. But yeah, just watching all these units just fire their projectiles at the single unit, which can't do nothing about it, it's just... it just gives you a feeling of satisfaction. And to finish that off, you just have to put it in slow motion and just watch these guys slowly drop. It just makes your day. Next up we got the juicy RT hit. When you're just playing casually and you select your RT to fire at something where a couple units are close to each other, and you know you're not expecting to hit anything big anytime soon, so you're starting to take close-ups at the units that are fighting, and then suddenly you land a massive hit with your RT on the unit. It's just really satisfying. And then there's also the manual fire, which you shouldn't use in multiplayer battles, but in your campaign against AI it's fine to use it. And when you're using it and you're just massacring everyone in front of you, you'll get that satisfaction. Another satisfying thing in Rome 2 is the ram ability for your ships in naval battles. This is just absolutely brutal. You can destroy whole units with just 1 or 2 rams of your ships, and they're gone, they evaporated. I think it's maybe a too strong of an ability, because when it happens to your units, it just really sucks. But when you're using it yourself, it's actually pretty fun to just destroy whole armies with your ramming ability. Next up we got destroying buildings or walls where units are on top or around it. This is also becoming slowly a tip and tricks video. So what you got to look for is the Colosseum, this building where units can stand on, and walls where units are standing on. So when you're attacking a city with an artillery piece and tortoises, you got to first look for units that are on the walls that you were planning to breach, and then break those walls as fast as possible. And once the wall is crumbling, all the units around the wall and on the wall will die instantly, and this gives you a pretty nice feeling. But that's just a basic tactic that everyone should understand. The next thing, which not everyone knows, is breaking the Colosseum, which will only take 1 or 2 rounds of your artillery piece, so that all the units around it will instantly die. This is really evil and it's really satisfying when it works. So here's also your little tip: stay far away from the Colosseum if it's not broken. With that comes this building, which you can put units on. This will give you a really nice angle, especially for your slingers, to shoot down on infantry. But what not everyone knows is that this building can really easy break with 1 or 2 hits by artillery, and all your units around it and on top of it will instantly die. Next up we got the juicy and satisfying expert charge defense animations. These are one of my favorite animations. You can see the units jump up and just get stabbed by the spear, and it's just really brutal and really satisfying to watch. There are also a ton of other animations which are really satisfying, but then yeah, you can make a whole video about only animations. Another thing which comes a little bit with that is cavalry charging pikes. It just can't get old. The unfortunate thing is you won't see it too often, because no one is stupid enough to charge pikes head on with cavalry, which is just instant suicide. Next up we got a Horde of Dogs running to their enemy. This looks really epic. Watching the hungry dogs eating their enemy alive and fighting side by side with their boss looks just really epic. And they also got some cool kill animations. So yeah, this is another really satisfying thing to watch. Next up we got the Marip Camo Cataract charging into a unit. This looks absolutely amazing. The Marip Camo Cataract are the best Camo Cataract in the game, and they have the highest mass of all cavalry and camels in Rome 2. Let's first watch how they just decimate a low tier unit. Here you go, absolutely destroyed. Now let's see what they do against the Forex and Shield Wall. The Shield Wall will definitely help them to brace against the camels, but as you see it will still do a ton of damage. Now let's see what they do against a high tier unit like a Royal Peltas or a Glacian Royal Guard. Every kill they get on them counts 2 times more than they get against the Forex. But as you see, even though it's a high tier unit, it will still do a ton of damage, and this is always really satisfying to watch. Last but not least, we got the Fireballs of Justice. Everyone have probably experienced this once. Setting up the fireballs and then watching them roll down and kill hundreds of units. It's just one of the best feelings you can get in Rome 2. But also one of the most annoying if it happens against you. I'm pretty sure we now mentioned all the most satisfying things in Rome 2. If I forgot one, let me know. But yeah, put in the comments what your favorite moment was. And after that you can watch this video, where I will show you how to counter and beat all the unit types in Rome 2. I will see you guys there, bye bye.